Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure unboxing and review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Hot Toys, the Terminator T800 Tech Noir version. Might as well change this channel's name to Go Grail rather than Go Figure recently, because it seems to be grails landing left, right and centre. This one is considered to be a bit of a grail, but it is a new figure. It's brand new to me. It's not been pre-owned. This figure came to me from William Wang, who provides a lot of my figures, as you probably already know. Link to his Facebook page will be in the description below as always, so a huge shout out to him. And also as well, while we're giving shout outs, a huge shout out to all those people who've watched the videos, who've liked the videos, who've subscribed to the channel. A huge shout out and a thank you to you for all your support. So without further ado, let's take a look at the box and the accessories as always. We'll take a close-up look at the accessories, then we'll get him in the detail, see how he displays, and we'll take it from there. As always, he comes in one of the those lovely silver boxes that we've come to recognise with Terminator figures from both the original film itself, the 1984 James Cameron film, and also the sequel. These wonderful sort of high gloss silver boxes. What we've got on one side here is what looks like machinery. On the other side, it's relatively smooth, slightly duller. Terminator across the middle there. Got the Hot Toys bits and pieces down the bottom left-hand corner, and then on the right corner here it says T800, and there's the Cyberdyne Systems logo there. That's actually printed on the box underneath. This whole section lifts off. Let's turn it round, take a look at the sides. Once again, the Terminator logo is repeated there. What looks like maybe the breastplate of the endoskeleton itself there. T800, the usual stuff on the bottom there, description. Let's bring it round again. On the back, we've pretty much got the same thing replicated. Once again, the circuitry on one side, smooth on the other. The usual warnings, don't eat, etc, etc. And on this side, we've got once again the Terminator band, and then we've got this clear plastic window, which gives us a view inside of the actual box inside. This is a slipcover, as I mentioned, and the picture of the figure itself, which is on the inside of the slipcover box. So there you have it. Very nice packaging, as always. As I mentioned before, this is a brand new figure. It's never been out the box. I don't know what to expect. This could be amazing. This could be a complete catastrophe. So you'll know when I know. But yeah, without further ado, let's get him out of the box. Let's get the accessories out and have a look at everything he comes with, and find out whether this 11, 12-year-old figure and Big Arnie has stood the test of time. And just before we get down to the accessories, I thought I'd take this opportunity just to prove to myself more than anything else that this actually is a brand new figure. It's never been opened. As you can possibly see here, I put on some suitably Tech Noir lighting in the background as well, suitably 80s. As you can see here, these seals have never been opened. They're brand new. In fact, I'll do this on camera. Let's just pop that seal there and bring it round and do the same on the other one. Yeah. There we go. So there you have it, brand new. So off camera, I'll get all the accessories out and we'll take a close-up look at everything he comes with. Okay, so here we are down on the table with the accessories out of the box, and I can absolutely vouch 100% that this is a brand new, never unboxed figure, simply by the smell. Call me weird, I do like the smell of new figures, and imagine that smell and then times it by 11 or 12 years, and you'll probably understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, enough of my weirdness. Let's crack on with the accessories. So let's start with these surgical implements that he comes with, and what we've got are 4 pairs of scissors. Now, I was quite amazed to find out that these are actually metal. Yeah, but I mean, you know, actually looking at these, if they were plastic, they would not be able to serve the function that they're designed to, which is to be used with this accessory, obviously from the scene where the Terminator is making some on-the-fly repairs. So yeah, fully functioning scissors, surgical scissors. Well, I say scissors, they're more like surgical pliers. I don't know the correct term for them, forgive me. I am not medically qualified, but yeah, they are very, very nice indeed. Yeah, as you can see, the detailing there, if this camera would focus. I'm trying a different camera angle for these accessories just so we can get a better view of them. So yeah, 4 pairs of those. Also, it comes with the pliers, well, pliers, a wrench that he uses to obviously to pull the levers inside that arm there to repair the damage. He'll check that his arm's still working. Once again, all metal. Very impressed. Very good Hot Toys, particularly for that period to be using metal. But I sort of appreciate why, because had these been made in plastic, they really just wouldn't have lasted very long at all. And there's some nice weathering here. The camera's picking that up. Yeah, some very, very nice weathering on these. It looks a little bit scratched. It looks like there's been some paint applications there to make them look less than brand new. Very nice indeed. Very, very impressed. And also, to go with that, is the 6 scale scalpel. Yeah, and that is once again made of metal. Fortunately, this isn't ridiculously sharp, so you're not going to hurt yourself on this. But yeah, once again, all these accessories perfect for recreating that scene. As I say, where he decides he's going to repair himself. So what next? Hands. Okay, you know me and my hands. Let's take a look at the hands. There's 2 pairs down here. There's a pair on the figure, so you've got 6 hands in total. Let's have a close-up look at these hands here. Yeah, now these gloves are very, very well done. Yeah, they have the studs in there, the fingerless gloves, obviously, as you can see. Some very nice work on those gloves, yeah, to make those screen accurate. Fingers, let's do the flexibility test. Yeah, nice. Now these aren't ridiculously soft, they aren't ridiculously hard. These are probably damn near perfect for me, to be honest with you. And you know what I'm like about my hands. I like them with a bit of give, a bit of play, but not ridiculously soft. And that, yeah, damn close to perfection. And this, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but we've got some work on the fingernails there. For its time, this is very, very good work, Hot Toys. Very good indeed. I can see why this is considered a grail. Yeah. So we've got one hand there. What else? We've got another hand here. Obviously, that's for holding, I would suspect, the pistol or the Uzi that we're going to come to. Yeah, same high quality work there. Once again, yeah, another. Maybe that might be for the pliers. I'm guessing it may be, but yeah, the same quality work iterated throughout all of these hands. Yeah, so that's the hands. Let's take a look at the weapons. Now this is probably going to be the only review video I do where I can actually tell you what the weapons are, simply because he runs through them in the film. So I believe this is a Colt 45 long slide with laser sighting. I was going to do the voice, but I thought, no, I'd save you from that. So yeah, let's have a close-up look at this. Yeah, the Premier 6 scale manufacturer. So yeah, that's the shotgun. Obligatory spare wrist pegs that you always get with Hot Toys. Now let's take a look at this arm. Now, I probably won't be posing him with this arm because I do prefer the other look, but this is there if you need it. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best, probably not by today's standards. However, if you know, taking into consideration its age, looking at, like I said, 11 or 12 years, this is pretty good work. You've got some texturing on the skin, on the arm here. There's multiple paint applications, and the actual wound itself that shows the mechanics underneath it is suitably gory. That blood is a very nice, vibrant red. The flesh. The flesh here looking peeled back, very, very good. I'm assuming that you can attach the scissors here that we mentioned before. Yeah, there's some more blood down the arm here, some blood on the hands, and obviously he's moving his finger here to make the to make the internal workings there slide up and down when he's pulling on it with the with this thing here. So obviously you can replicate that sequence if you want to. Yeah. Not really a seamless arm. You've obviously that's quite ugly, I must admit. But I mean, for its time, you know, having visible wrist pegs was a common thing. So yeah, not perhaps the most attractive thing in the world, but yeah, for its time, very, very good work. Let's take a look at this second head sculpt. Yeah, it comes with 2 head sculpts. This is the first one, obviously the battle damaged one. Where he's making repairs on himself, and I have to say this head sculpt has definitely stood the test of time. Is it up to today's standards? Probably not. Probably a little bit too soft, maybe not quite got that HD quality that we've come to expect from modern days Hot Toys, but for its age, that is a hell of a head sculpt. Yeah, we've got multiple paint applications on there. This blood effect is lovely and glossy and shiny and very realistic, spattered across the forehead there. The eye, rather than the eyes, is nice and glassy. It's unmistakably Arnie. Unmistakably, that jawline's perfect, absolutely perfect, as well as is the mouth. The profile there is, is very impressive indeed. And I have to say, I noticed this as soon as I got it out of the box. The hair work here really is exceptional, because there are multiple colours in there. I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but you've got the browns, the lighter shades, individual strands have been picked out. You've got that cropped look, which has come from, obviously, from catching fire with the exploding car, which has ruined his almost perfect 80s hair at the beginning of the film. But they really have done a superb job on this hair. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there you have it. The battle-damaged head sculpt, and absolutely excellent it is too for its time. In fact, I still think it holds up today. But yeah, we'll come back to that. Finally, what else have we got? Yep, the usual stand that we come to know and love. Yeah, as you can see, this has never been used, never been opened. I shall try and take this off on camera. There we go. Well, we'll leave that on there for the time being. But as you can see, yeah, it's the obligatory oval base that came with the vast majority of the Terminator figures, and the vast majority of Hot Toys figures, for that matter, from that period. Still not my personal favourite, but I'm growing to get nostalgic. I'm starting to get nostalgic with these with these oval bases, with the little raised triangular area. But yeah, plain black, Terminator in red across there, T800 on the race section, and the standard issue crotch grabber. So yeah, there you have it. That's all the accessories. So as always, what we're going to do next is going to bring out the main attraction. Fingers crossed that the rest of him has stood up as well as the accessories have. So without further ado, over to the main event. Okay, so here he is, the T800 Tech Noir, out of the box, no poses, no accessories, straight onto the turntable. First impressions. Well, I'm amazed. I had a lot of concerns with this figure. Probably the only figure I've been concerned more about coming straight out of the box was the Hot Toys Blade 2 figure which we reviewed recently. My biggest concerns were the pleather on the back of the jacket itself, where the studs are, because the studs are known to fall out. The pleather deteriorates, as we know, it always does. But as you can see, the pleather has stood the test of time, even in the box, because sometimes that's the worst place for it to be. Yeah. Second impressions, heavy, a very, very heavy figure, which I kind of like, I really do, because it just fits. It fits with the Terminator. You wouldn't expect a light Terminator figure. So, where shall we start? Let's start with the outfit, as always. I'm pretty gobsmacked, pretty gobsmacked. Considering the age of this figure, the screen accuracy is amazing. I don't think there's a split cut boot design here, but these boots are incredibly accurate. We've got the, I believe it's plastic. No, yeah, it is, it's plastic. The actual studded belt around the second boot, with the outfit that he steals from the guys in the park right at the opening of the film. The trousers themselves, these are a soft cotton, the cargo pants. Very, very nice. Very good to the touch. The thing that strikes me as well about this is the scale. They've got the scale just right, because Arnie was big at that point. He was very big. Perhaps not as big as, say, Predator big, but pretty big. And they've got the scale absolutely spot on. This jacket, once again, has stood the test of time really, really well. Cotton again, with the pleather on the back and the studs. The colouring is just perfect. I think it is anyway, without revisiting the film, although I've seen the film many, many times. It's got that light hue of purple to it. Yeah, and as you can see, as I mentioned before, this pleather has stood the test of time. Even where it's been creased in the box here, it still hasn't deteriorated particularly. You've got this metal chain that hangs over, once again, completely screen accurate, that hangs over his shoulder. These are the second pair of hands, as we talked about when we were down below. Let's stop him spinning for a second so we can get a closer look at that shirt underneath as well. Just bear with me, he always speeds up first. Right, let's bring this around. I've got the exposure a little bit lower this time, because I was aware of the glare and brightness of some of the LED spots and the overhead LEDs. So I've lowered the exposure on the camera just so we can get a better look at this. So I'm going to bring him forward a little bit, yeah, and so we can take a swoop round. First of all, let's just take a look at this jacket. Very nice material, a cotton material. We've got a zip here up the front. I hate 1/6 scale zips, I'll be honest with you, and I won't be attempting to zip that up. Let's have a look underneath and see how this body is amazing. It really is. It's got the full muscularity there, and I believe this cotton t-shirt is screen accurate with the patterns, and the colours haven't faded at all over 11-12 years. The inside of this jacket's lined. We've got ties here to tighten it up, give this sort of ruffled effect around the waist area. Yeah, perfectly proportioned. We've got the leather collar or pleather collar. I believe these, yeah, functioning pockets, top and bottom. Let's spin him round. Yeah, I'm stunned that a figure of this age has aged so well. Yeah, really excellent figure. I'm not sure what body they've used under there. I am not a body expert. I don't know whether it's a Fison body or whether it was a purpose-built body. The legs aren't padded in any way. I can feel the knee joints there. I believe there are 30 points of articulation, but I ain't going to go crazy with it, simply because of its age. The head sculpt, yeah. Now, for its age, that is pretty good, yeah. For a young Arnie, they've got the hair, as with the hair with the second head sculpt, they've got the hair absolutely spot on. They really do, with that sort of centre parting and then the drop. And it's the colours and the individual strands that they picked out with slightly lighter tones that I'm really impressed with. The head sculpt, yes, it's not perhaps up to today's standards. It doesn't quite have that HD quality, maybe slightly soft, but I mean, that really is nitpicking, because that, I think, still stands up today as an amazing head sculpt. It's got the trademark wonderful glassy eyes reflecting the light that give it a really alive feeling. Yeah, we've got the slight furrows in the brow that got more pronounced with age. The multiple paintwork there. The skin texturing is fantastic. The skin tone is nailed. It is completely on point. Yeah, I'm going to stop gushing now. This, for its age, is very impressive. I really I'm so glad I bagged it after such a long time. To find one brand new in the wild, where I didn't have to sell an appendage on eBay, once again, is down to William Wang. So, as always, what we're going to do next is we're going to get him in a pose, get him into the detail, get him under the detail lights, get away from these garish 80s lights that I put on to try and somehow simulate an 80s nightclub. Get him, as I say, into the detail and have a closer look at how he displays. So, without further ado, it's over to the Detolf. Okay, so here we are over at the Detolf with the Hot Toys T800 Tech-Noir Terminator. And yeah, I have to say, he displays exceptionally well even after all this time. I've got him on the TB League Fison Bloodshot base, which I use for a lot of my figures, simply because it works so well with such a wide variety of figures. Definitely doesn't fit this particular scene maybe, but I still think it looks impressive. So let's have a closer look at how he actually displays. I've not used the alternate head and gone for the fix on the fly scene. I've gone from just a straightforward, simple pose with the Uzi, with the 45, and yeah, let's take a closer look. Normally at this point I would bang on about shelf presence, but I don't think I really need to. This one, as with the Blade 2 figure, pretty much speaks for itself. For a, like I say, 11, 12-year-old figure, this is mighty impressive. But let's get a bit closer and see all those wonderful details. That outfit is simply superb, has stood the test of time brilliantly and is incredibly screen accurate. Maybe a little bit of weathering might help it, but I don't think I'll be doing anything to it, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's take a closer look at that head sculpt under these detail flights. Yeah, now that is still impressive today. It's most certainly caught the likeness of Arnie in the '84 film. And as I say, I think from just about every angle, that still stands up today as a simply excellent head sculpt. The glassy eyes, as I mentioned, the hair, yeah, it's just an amazing piece of work, and I can see why it's considered to be a grail by many, many people. So there it is, displayed, landed, grail Terminator, Tech Noir. So I suppose all it remains for me to say is thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any content that's coming up. What's next on the channel? I'm going to butcher this name. It's the Jiayuan. I think it's I think it's pronounced Jiayuan, and it's Tom Cruise from the Last Samurai, a figure I've been after for a long, long time. I know Pop Toys did a version of it, but this is a slightly newer version. That will be up very, very soon for a review. But I suppose all it remains for me to say from Big Arnie in Tech Noir mode, and everyone here at Go Figure, look after yourselves and happy collecting.